Hello, and welcome to Mosaic Odyssey, the podcast that's all about the journey of African immigrants. I'm your host, Bernadette Akwembi, short from Bena. I'm super excited to be on this journey and share riveting stories with you in this season. In subsequent seasons, I will elicit the stories of successful African immigrants to further enrich the experience on this platform. Hello. Welcome to Mosaic Odyssey, episode 7. Last week, I completed the episode on cultural adaptation and integration. On today's episode, I'll begin examining the topic on navigating cultural identity, African immigrants raising children in the diaspora. Threads of Time theme on today's episode is festive attire. This is highlighting the vibrant and intricate outfits worn during festivals and celebrations. For the Threads of Time segment today, I took a look at a Western festive attire. It is a light blue pantsuit adorned with a 3D juxtaposed flower designs, worn with a high collar white shirt with ruffles and untuck, integrate with a gold earring, a pair of red high-heel dress pumps, accentuate with a red purse with gold hardware, and you are good to go. On the Journey Unveiled segment today, we African immigrants begin to build new lives in foreign lands. We are usually faced with a unique challenge, preserving our cultural identities and heritage while raising children in a different cultural context. This journey is often marked by both triumphs and struggles. As we parents strive to pass our traditions, values, and identity to the next generation. So, I would examine navigating cultural identity, African immigrants raising children in diaspora under the following contexts: challenges, triumphs, and exploring strategies. Challenges. Number 1, navigating multiple identities. Children born in America to African immigrant parents are often not identified as Africans or Americans or both, leading to confusion and self-discovery. They may feel torn between their African heritage and American upbringing. This dual identity can sometimes lead to internal conflicts, especially during adolescence when the desire to fit in with peers is strong. The second challenge is cultural disconnect. Children may not fully connect with their parents' cultural heritage. Having grown up in a different cultural context, they may not understand or connect with their parents' cultural practices, values, and traditions due to cultural and generational differences. Parents may try to adapt their parenting practices to fit the new culture. For instance, Nigerian immigrant parents in the US may integrate aspects of Nigerian culture into their American parenting styles while maintaining core Nigerian values, resulting to conflicts at times. The third challenge is balancing cultures. Parents may worry about their children losing African cultural traditions, while children may prefer American customs, creating tension. Another challenge is language barrier. Language plays a significant role in cultural identity. Parents may struggle with whether to teach their children their native language or focus solely on the language of the host country. Parents may speak African languages at home, while children prefer English, creating communication gaps and cultural disconnection. Bilingualism can be an asset, but it requires effort and commitment from both parents and children. Societal expectation is the fifth challenge. Children may face pressure to conform to American norms, potentially leading to cultural erasure and loss of African heritage. There can be differences in educational expectations and social norms between African culture and those of the host countries. Parents may emphasize academic excellence and respect for elders, which can sometimes clash with the more relaxed attitude of the host culture. This can create tension between parents and children as they try to reconcile these differing expectations. The next challenge is racial identity. Children may struggle with their racial identity, navigating what it means to be Black in America, how it relates to their African heritage. African immigrant families may face social cultural challenges such as racism, discrimination, and a lack of understanding from the broader community. These challenges can impact the children's sense of belonging and self esteem. Parents often need to provide additional support to help their children navigate these issues. The seventh challenge is support system. Families may lack a support system of extended family and community, making it harder to raise children in a foreign land. Building a supportive community is crucial for African immigrant families. Connecting with other families who share similar experiences can provide a sense of belonging and mutual support. Community organizations and cultural associations often play a vital role in helping families maintain their cultural practices and provide a support system for both parents and children. On triumphs, number one will be unique cultural blend. Children can create a unique cultural identity, blending African and American traditions. The next will be dual citizenship. Children can embrace their dual citizenship, navigating multiple cultures and identities with ease. Cultural ambassadors. Children can serve as cultural ambassadors, bridging the gap between African and American cultures. Language skills. Children can become fluent in multiple languages, including African languages and English. Resilience. Families can develop resilience, adapting to challenges and finding ways to preserve cultural heritage. The last on triumphs will be community building. Families can build strong communities, connecting with other African immigrant families and celebrating cultural heritage. There are also success stories. Their children can achieve academic, professional, and personal successes, making their families and communities proud. So, what are the strategies that could be adopted to blend this? Number one strategy is intentional cultural preservation. Families can make conscious efforts to pass on traditions, values, and language by integrating culture into their daily lives. Continue practicing cultural traditions at home, such as specific ways of cooking, celebrating milestones, and daily rituals. Instill cultural values and ethics in children, such as respect for elders, community responsibility, and other cultural norms. Encourage children to speak their native language at home. Enroll children in language classes or cultural schools that teach the native language. This helps them stay connected to their cultural roots. If possible, visit your home country regularly to give children first-hand experience of their cultural heritage. Participate in cultural exchange programs that allow children to experience their culture in different settings. Encourage bilingualism by speaking the native language at home. Promote pride in speaking the native language and its importance in maintaining cultural identity. Another strategy is open communication. Encourage dialogue, foster open communication within the family about cultural identity and the challenges of navigating multiple cultures. Parents and children can openly discuss cultural identity, traditions, and values. This helps children feel understood and supported. Listen actively to children's experiences and concerns about their cultural identity and provide guidance and reassurance. Support bilingual education if available, as it helps children become proficient in both their native language and the language of the host country. create opportunities for children to immerse themselves in environments where their native language is spoken, build resilience, encourage children to take pride in their cultural heritage and celebrate their unique identity, teach children coping strategies to deal with discrimination and cultural conflicts, such as seeking support from trusted adults and peers. Be flexible and open to adapting cultural practices to fit the new environment while maintaining core values. The third strategy will be cultural education. Families can educate themselves about African history, culture, and traditions. Educate children about their cultural heritage, including history, traditions, and values. This can be done through storytelling, books, and cultural activities. Advocate for inclusive education in schools that respect and celebrate diverse cultures. Address discrimination, advocate for policies and practices that promote cultural diversity and inclusion in schools and communities. Create support systems for children to discuss and address experiences of discrimination and racism. Engage with cultural organizations and community groups that provide support and a sense of belonging. Participate in mentorship programs where children can connect with role models from their cultural background. Recognize and celebrate achievements related to cultural activities, such as learning a traditional dance or mastering a cultural recipe. Foster a sense of pride in cultural heritage by highlighting the positive aspects and contributions of your culture. Another strategy is community engagement. Become active in cultural organizations and associations that support your community. Build a support network that connects with other families who share your cultural background to create a support network. Families can connect with other African immigrant families and communities for support and shared experiences. Actively participate in children's education and social activities to ensure their cultural needs are met. Role model positive cultural identity by practicing and celebrating their heritage. The next strategy is community events. Attend community events and gatherings that celebrate your culture. This provides a sense of belonging and reinforces cultural identity. Ensure that children see positive representation of their culture in media, literature, and public life. Next is professional support. Seek professional counseling or therapy if children face significant challenges related to cultural identity and discrimination. Work with professionals who understand and respect cultural differences. The last but not the least on our strategy is embracing cultural fusion and diversity. Family can celebrate the blending of culture and traditions, creating a unique identity. Participate in and celebrate traditional festivals and holidays. This may include cooking cultural cuisine, traditional foods, wearing traditional clothing, and or engaging in cultural rituals. Engage in cultural arts and crafts such as traditional music, dance, and art. Also cook and enjoy traditional foods regularly to keep culinary traditions alive. Participate in or organize cultural festivals and events that celebrate diversity and promote cultural exchange. Ensure that children see positive representation of their culture in media, literature, and public life. Navigating these aspects requires a delicate balance and a proactive approach to ensure that children grow up with a sense of identity and belonging. Our Haunting the Hyena segment topic today is the perfect family. The illusion is believing that other families have it all together based on social media or public appearances. Reality: every family faces challenges, disagreements, and imperfections behind closed doors. So tell me, how do you think the challenges faced by African immigrants raising children in diaspora should be addressed? Do you have any other strategies not mentioned here? Does any listed above resonate most with you? So go ahead, tell me on social media through all my handles or email me on info.mosaicodyssey@gmail.com. Better still, visit our website on mosaicodysseyplus.com. It's plus, including an additional S. I would love to read from you. You've been listening to Mosaic Odyssey with Benak, the show that celebrates the strength and resilience of African immigrants. Thanks for tuning in. As we come to the end of today's episode, I want you to imagine a star-lit sky, and within each star, a story waiting to be told. We'll catch you next week with another compelling episode. Stay connected and empowered. Join our community of listeners by subscribing to Mosaic Odyssey podcast on your favorite platform. Don't miss our next episode filled with inspiring stories and powerful insights. Email with any questions, remarks, or thoughts to info.mosaicodyssey@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this episode, please give Mosaic Odyssey with Benak a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, or your favorite platform. Follow me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn. Bye for now.
I hope you like your